Alright. This one... It's like... This is where it starts to make a little more sense. Why they... Like, this one, because she has, like, a flesh tone, it starts to make a little more sense why you would cover her up. Because before she had, like, bluish kind of skin, and now it's like... Oh, okay, now it starts to become really apparent that she's, like, not wearing anything. They kind of erase the outline of her boobs, which is like, I mean, I guess they're still kind of big, I guess. If you ask me which one I agree with more, it would probably be the TCG, because, yeah, if you're gonna have a character who has flesh tone, it's like, this would be kind of offensive. Let's see. This one, actually, you know, when you get to this one, it's like, I think, for her in particular, you can't see anything. Her wing covers, like, everything. I mean, if you're gonna make it consistent, that's fine, I guess. But for her character, it's like, I don't think it really, like, before I move on, I think, they only really needed to fill in, like, the center part. They could have left the shoulders fine. I mean, they could have left the shoulders as they were. Oh my god. That looks retarded. I agree with the TCG version of this, because those look ridiculous. That looks like bad plastic surgery. That's just bad. That's not, to me, that's like not sexy at all. That's just bad. So I'll agree with this one. This one's just, thank you for fixing that atrocious looking art. What do we got here? Oh, right. Oh, you know what? This one's actually kind of funny. They were just like, oh, she's got spikes on her boobs, and they just got rid of them. But they didn't reduce her size at all. There's some monsters that, like, they had, like, they look like this, but they got censored, you know, just for their size, I guess. So that's kind of funny. See, that's what I was talking about before. It's like, you know, censorship is kind of relative. It's like, it depends on, like, the design as a whole, you know? It's like, if there's something that's more offensive than the big boobs, then that's the thing that's going to get censored, and then from there they just leave it as is. So, if this were the original Japanese artwork, they probably would have reduced her boobs. But the fact that this one had spikes on them, it's like, they that like that occupied more of their attention when they looked at this, you know? So they just left it as is. And I think that's fine. For harpie ladies, it's fine. They're supposed to, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's really, really skanky. And, this, actually, I like that when they use this bodysuit, it actually kind of goes with her hair. So, that's fine. And this is kind of a side note, but she doesn't really look, when I think Harpie Queen, this just looks like Harpie Lady number 4. Like, I don't really see her as, like, a queen at all. So, yeah, I'll go with the TCG version on that one. Okay, this one, now she looks like a little girl. So now it starts to look really inappropriate. Before, she kind of looked like she was, like, like I said, on the verge of adulthood. But this one, it becomes really clear, like, yeah, she's a little girl. So, I'll go with the TCG version on this one. Like, that's kind of like, we don't need that. Little girls don't need to be dressed like that. That's too small. I can't even talk about that. Wait, what? Oh, what? It's like a duplicate. What? Wow, really? Somebody actually cared about that? Some humanoid-looking figure has boobs? That's kind of stupid. Oh, and they kind of like. Oh, and what's more is they kind of smudged like the crotch region too. It's like, that's kind of dumb. I really don't think anybody would care if we got a card that looked like this. What? Okay, first of all, just from a design perspective, why does this even need boobs to begin with? I don't know, but she's got them, and it's like, okay. I don't think that's offensive in and of itself, but apparently, whoever censored this decided that just the mere sight of boobs is offensive. So whatever, who cares? Um, this isn't really that offensive to me, but if she's a priestess, I agree. She should probably be wearing more clothes than that. She really doesn't need like the bare midriff and stuff. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they needed to get rid of the outline of her boobs, but the adding that extra little bit of cloth to her midriff is fine. Oh, that's kind of weird that they would even like that they would have his like whoever was drawing this. They were like, I'm gonna have his like loincloth thing or whatever this is like. Um, I'm gonna have it blowing in the wind sort of so that his underwear is exposed. Like that just seems like a weird artistic decision, you know. Um, sure, I'll go with the TCG version. Just kind of weird. This one's just kind of a fail in general. Like, it's like they censored this because it was like, oh, it's too showy, you know. But like, just the fact that a hippo is wearing a bra, it's like they probably should have just gotten rid of it altogether. They should have just like erased all of this and then made it like another color, like a blue or a green or something. See here, they kind of did that, but it's red. They should have just erased all of that and just made it like a blue color or something. Uh, I don't see why this needed to be censored. It's like, so what? He's not. He doesn't have a shirt, but like, who cares? Like that's not offensive at all. I'd understand if like his leg was over here or something, and like you could see his crotch or something, but you can't. So it's like, I don't see the reason why you would feel the need to color him differently. Although I actually like this one more artistically. This one he just looks like some guy, but this one I actually kind of like the red color. He kind of reminds me of like a poison frog. It's actually kind of cool. It makes him like more distinct. So that's actually kind of cool. I like this one better. Um, yeah. We already talked about the harpie ladies, but like here, I guess it kind of just becomes really apparent that like they're kind of topless. Um, I think the least they should have done is they should have made each of their outfits different. Like I was talking about how, like for this one, it's like they could have kept like the bare shoulders if they really wanted to. That's what I would have done just to make them different. Like this one, I would for Harpy Lady number 1. I believe this is number 1, 2, and 3. Um, so strike me down if I'm wrong, but I think you could have just filled in the middle, and then for her, it's like maybe just the upper part, and then keep like the bare midriff. That would have been fine. And then this one, like the opposite, like cover the midriff but keep the shoulders. That would have been like a neat little thing that they could have done to make them all different. But whatever. Between the two of these, I guess since they have a like a flesh color, I guess it's more appropriate that they're wearing like little suits. It's the same thing. That's too small. I don't care. This one, it's like I'll agree with the TCG version just from an artistic perspective because this makes it look like it's all one big dress, And it's like, why does she need to be wearing a two-piece? Like, that's kind of dumb. So, yeah, sure, I'll agree with that one.